So here now this is lecture number 3. In this lecture we'll discuss about income taxes when liability arise. So we have two types of income here. The first one is income within UK and the second one income outside UK but a person resident in the UK. So in simple word, what actually we try to say that if the income is on inside the UK, then definitely that always taxable. For example, you earn salary from a UK employer, so that is taxable. That is taxable. Okay. The second one is if income is on outside the UK, so that's also still taxable if the person is UK resident. So if a person is UK resident and he is and his income is on outside UK, then it's still taxable. Okay. So UK resident earning rental income, let's say a UK resident earning a rental income from the property in Spain, so that is taxable. In simple word, we say that UK source income is always taxable, always taxable. So we have discussed two things. If income is on inside the UK, so that is there is no doubt that it is taxable. For example, your salary from the UK employer, and that is subject to UK income tax. But the second is if you are earning, your earning is from outside of the UK, but you are a UK resident, then you will also have to pay on those earning tax, right? Here you say UK source income always taxable. Now the second one is CGT. Second one is CGT, capital gain taxes. When liability arises, here is the rules. Number one, a liability to UK CGT is established when gain arises inside the UK or gain arises outside the UK and the taxpayer is UK resident for the tax purpose. In simple word, we are understanding this concept that liability arises if the gain is inside the UK. Liability arises if the gain is inside the UK, or if the gain is outside the UK but the taxpayer is UK resident. So we have discussed that a liability to UK CGT is established when the first one is gain arises inside the UK. Gain arises inside the UK. And the second one, if the gain is outside the UK but the taxpayer is UK resident, same as that of the income tax. Okay, so if you are you have income, your gain arise inside the UK, then you will have to pay tax on that gain. If the gain arises outside the UK but you are taxpayer in the UK, mean the taxpayer is UK resident, mean their residency is in UK, then definitely they will also have to pay tax on that gain, right? So for example, here we have examples. Inside UK, selling a house in London, so CGT payable if it is not the main residence. Okay, means selling a house in London, CGT payable if it is not the main resident. The second example, outside UK and UK resident. Outside UK but UK resident. So a UK resident sells share in US company, CGT payable in the UK. Because you are the resident of UK but your earning is from USA. Fine. The third one is outside UK from non-resident. So a non-resident selling foreign property, generally not liable to UK CGT. So these are the two cases where you will have to pay CGT, and this one you will have not to pay the CGT. So if you are your gain is arise inside the UK, then you will have to pay CGT on that. If your gain arise outside of UK but you are the resident of UK, then you will have to pay CGT on that income, and that again also CGT on that gain. Okay, so UK here, if you see it, easy memory it is UK resident mean tax on worldwide gain. If you are resident of the UK, then you will have to pay tax on worldwide gain. The second, if you are not resident, then tax only on the UK gain. Fine. So here we have two cases. The first one is if you are UK resident, then you will have to pay taxes CGT on all gains if you are earning it from the UK or outside. But if you are not resident of UK, then you will have only to pay CGT on those gain which arise inside the UK. Fine. Now let's move on to the third one, that is IHT. Okay, I hope you understand that UK resident definitely tax on the worldwide gain and non-resident tax only on UK gain. And now let's discuss about inheritance tax, IHT. So when liability arises, the rule is liability is established if the property is located inside the UK or the property is outside the UK but the transfer is domicile in the UK, mean permanent home in the UK. So in that case you will have tax liability and you will have to pay that liability. So in simple word, we say that liability arises if the property is inside the UK, so you will have to pay IHT. Number second, Or if the property is outside the UK, if the property is outside the UK, but the transfer is UK domicile, mean the permanent home, mean has her home, permanent home in UK. So in the example here, we have, I think, 3 examples. UK property, a house in Manchester transferred on death, so you will have to pay IHT. So this is the property is located inside the UK. The second one, foreign property, mean foreign property is outside of UK, but a person is UK domicile person, mean has his or her home, permanent home in UK. So a UK domicile individual gets a villa in Spain, so IHT payable in the UK, IHT payable in the UK. And then foreign property, non-UK domicile person, so a non-UK domicile person gift property in Dubai and generally not liable to UK IHT. So these are the 2 cases where you will have to pay IHT. The first one case is the property is in the UK, and if it's transferred, and let's say a transfer, then definitely you will have the liability will arise and you will have to pay that liability in the form of IHT. And if the property is outside of the UK, but a person who transferred that property is a UK resident, then UK domicile person, then he has to pay IHT on that transfer. Fine. So the syllabus is confined to the income and gain arising in the UK. Here is the exam advice. Syllabus is confined to the income and gain arising in the UK. Capital transfer of UK property only. Capital transfer of UK property. Fine. So this means that foreign property is not examinable. Now here you have what we have understand about IHT, that UK property always taxable. Foreign property only taxable if the person is UK domicile. Okay, so what we understand that UK property is always taxable. Always, you will always have to pay IHT. Fine. If the property is foreign property, but the transfer is UK domicile, a person who transferred the property that is a UK domicile person, then definitely IHT applicable here. Okay, and the fourth one, we have the corporation tax. When the liability arises, so a company is liable to UK corporation tax if the company is liable, if the income or gain arises inside the UK. So the gain or loss, so the income or gain arises inside the UK. So he will have that company is liable for the corporation tax in the UK. The second, or here we have the second option we have is income or gain arises outside UK, but the company is UK resident for tax purpose. So here again the same case, company is liable if the income or gain arises inside the UK. This is the first thing. Or if the income or gain arises outside the UK, but the company is UK resident, then definitely company is liable to UK corporation. So we have 2 cases. The first one is that the income and gain arises inside UK. Income and gain arises outside UK, but a resident of UK. Okay, so here we have example. Let me show you the example inside UK. Example, a UK branch of a foreign company on profit in London. So corporation tax payable in the UK. Because this is a UK branch of a foreign company on profit in London. So this company is inside UK, and definitely corporation tax applicable here. Outside UK resident company mean a UK resident company on profit from a factory in France. So this is taxable in UK. Fine. Outside UK, non-UK resident, so no tax, generally not liable to UK corporation tax. And how you remember, UK source income or gain always taxable. UK source income or UK source gain are always taxable, but foreign income gain taxable only if the company is UK resident. Fine. And then you will have a VAT. The last one, you will have a VAT, value added tax. So when liability arises, a liability to UK VAT on a potentially taxable supply is established if the place of supply is the UK. So VAT is simpler. Mean liability arises if the place of the supply is the UK. So if the supply happen in the UK, VAT applies. If it's outside, then no VAT apply. Fine. This is all about the taxes we have discussed. Now let's see the tax year for the personal tax. Tax year for personal taxes. So income taxes, CGT and NIC. Tax year run from 6th April to 5th April next year. Examples 2024 and 25 means 6 April 2024 to 5 April 2025. Applies to individual sole traded partnership. Salary on in June, this one is tax, and the June this one. Okay. So in simple, what you say that the tax year for income tax, CGT, NIC, tax year runs from 6 April to 5 April next year. Example focus year is 2024 to 2005. An example we discussed the salary on in the June 2024 is tax in the June 2024-25 tax year. For inheritance tax, IHT assists when a chargeable lifetime gift is made or a person dies, mean estate transfer, and tax year relevance 6 April 2024 to 5 April 2005, used for a certain exemption identifying when tax is payable. Gift made in July 2004 fall in 2024-25 tax year for exemption rules. So in simple, we would say that for inheritance tax, it's event based. If I write here, inheritance tax is event based. Mean liability arises when a lifetime gift is made or on death. A lifetime gift is made or a person dying, mean on death. So what we understand that a lifetime gift made or death. So on that case, liability arises. Okay, but exemption are tied to the tax year cycle. Exemption, if you look into the exemption, the exemption are tied to the tax year cycle, mean from 6 April to the 5th April. For example, gift made in July 2004. So they fall in the 2004 and 2005 tax year for the exemption rule. So what are the easy memory aid, income tax, CGT, NIC, annual cycle is from 6 April to 5 April. Okay, in IHT, this is event based, gift or death. You have to remember this, gift or death, and the gift is lifetime. Okay, but exemption tied to tax year, this one. Fine. So this is about the tax year for the personal taxes. I think this is enough. And the next lecture we'll discuss about accounting period for the corporation tax in a very detail. Okay. So what we have understand here, that the rule as simple, mean UK source income and gain are always taxable. UK source income and gain are always taxable. Foreign income and gain are taxable only if the person or the company is UK resident, or in case of inheritance tax, if the transferor is UK domicile. And don't forget the tax year cycle 6 April to the 5 April for personal taxes. Okay, so this is the end of this lecture, and the next lecture we'll discuss about accounting period for corporation tax, and that will be our lecture number 4. Okay, thank you for watching.